Hey everybody, welcome back to RoyalBluFX. Today we're going to talk about the prediction and analysis of Bitcoin. Since it's a big topic, I wanted to cover it and see, let you guys see on what I'm predicting and where we're predicting for price to go with Bitcoin. So without any further ado, let's get on the video. All right, so today, everyone's concerned about Bitcoin, whether it's going to go up or down. I wanted to bring everyone's attention that, there's a possibility that price will be reversing. Right now price is just on a huge retracement and the price will continue on about. But as I always start, we always start on the higher time frame. Right now we're on the daily time frame. And you can clearly see here where price made a low and it made a high and it respected this low right here. And price pushed off again and broke the high, right? So the behavior of the market, as always, when price extends, it needs to retrace. And where does it need to retrace? It needs to retrace all the way back to the order block, where all these orders accumulated right down here, and then price never touched this demand level here. So right now, on the daily time frame, I see price being tested right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go scale down on the 4-hour and then see why I'm still looking at price pushing upwards. Right here, as you can see, since this is the daily POI here, since the daily POI touched, it's testing. We're not going to just immediately buy since the daily order block has touched, right? We're going to wait for price to break this next high here based off of the technical analysis. Right now price is still bearish on Bitcoin, and there's no reason for you to buy now since price is still bearish. We're going to wait for price to obviously break this structure and form what's called a CHOCH, or a change of character. And once price breaks, this is going to validate our reason to look for buys. Wait for the price to have this huge retracement back, and then test another order block here before price extends. This will be my official area to look for buys if price does break above this high. And then I will wait patiently for price to come in, have this huge retracement all the way to the order block here, and then we can look for potential buys down here. Now in terms of destination, I always look at the current high as it's either the current high or the current low, wherever we are in the direction. But at this point, the direction is going up. So my destination is always the current high, nothing above, because price isn't guaranteed to go anywhere higher at this point. Price is somewhat guaranteed to hit this high and then potentially maybe even fall further. But at this point, since price has extended all the way up and it has broken the structure, this high here, and it has retraced, it looks like it's fully retraced already. We're going to wait patiently here now for the next weeks, weeks, until price actually gives us the formation that we need. That formation is that CHOCH that we're looking for right down here. So essentially, this is what we're looking for again. I'll just mark it clearly. This and this right there. Price has broken this low, right? Now we're waiting for this high to be broken. And again, this is what will validate our reason to look for buys, like this. So if price does ever break above, that's a good sign for us. We're going to wait for the retracement and then look for the buys, and then target the high up here. If price doesn't do that, we're going to look for a potential sells on the 4-hour to continue selling the price. Now, I am actually, however, looking for sells, for small sells, particularly this area here, and this is the 50% retracement, or the discount price. Okay, discount price is here, premium price is up here. So if the discount fails, then I would look for the premium price to be tested over here, and then we're going to look for sell-offs from this area as well. As far as the discount goes here, guys, the discount is barely, it works, but it doesn't give you a full quality of a trade. So what we're going to expect is, if you want the full quality the full quality sell. We're going to wait for price to retrace all the way back here, about 90% of the way, and then look for the sell off here, and then have this low as our target, nothing below until price breaks. But as far as I see here on the 4 hour, the market is still bearish. And so you can still sell it obviously on the 4 hour. So we're going to treat the 4 hours, our higher time frame, as the demand, or the 4 hours the control of the market at this point. And then we're going to look for reversals in this area here. Again, we're going to wait for the chotch when price gets right up there like this. And then we're going to wait for something like this, a formation like that. Break below, okay, there needs to be a break above and a break below. Wait for price to mitigate right here, about 90% of the way, and then sell off. And then target this low right down here. And as far as that goes, that's the analysis for the 4 hour. Now, I usually take trades on the 1 minute specifically. I execute on the 1 minute to get my risk to reward ratio a lot better than, entering on the 15 or 20 or 30 minute here. I wouldn't enter a trade based off of this huge zone here and do this, and then just target this low, because now, as you can see, my risk is so exposed. Like, I have so much risk here. I have 2,119 pips risking, and obviously targeting, profiting 8,492. Now, to some people that may be great, but to me that's not great because I'm exposed to too much risk. So what I would do is scale down to the 1 minute time frame, like this, and then go all the way down here, if I can find it, right there, and then just wait for price again, just to climb up all the way up here. Once it touches this big supply, the 4 hour supply zone, and then I would, can't go that way then, I guess, and then just wait till price goes over here, right, and start switching hands, okay, kind of like this. All right, and then now I have a better risk to reward based off of this formation here. I can limit my risk to this rather than exposing myself to too much risk, which is that blue area, right? And now I've limited my risk to only this high here, this tiny high, and this is where my entry will be. Okay, now my risk to reward becomes much greater right here. So, like right there, right? Might even get it further down. I may even make it smaller. But in any case, guys, if you're trading Bitcoin, okay, that's my analysis at this point. The 4 hour, I usually trade the 4 hour, and I look at the 4 hour as the higher time frame, and also look at the daily as the higher time frame. But in this case, I'm looking at the 4 hour right now because I'm an intraday trader, and I can also hold this long term as well. We're looking for sells at this point on Bitcoin. As far as the longer term to hold the Bitcoin, I would suggest you just wait for probably days or weeks until price actually comes up there and then comes and tests this low. Until price goes above, breaks this high here, okay, above this high here, and then comes back and does a retracement here, somewhere to the order block, wherever that order block would be, and then look for the buy. So I hope I made myself a little clear on this, but if you guys need to see a bit more of this analysis that I'm doing here, that's as far as it goes. I mean, as simple as it is. You can trade the 1 minute too if you want. Go all the way down to the 1 minute here, and still, really intraday trade, because right now price is still, it's bullish, right? On the 4 hour, we're going to look for sells, obviously, but on the 1 minute right now, it's bullish because price is actually having order flow upwards, right? We're seeing price broke below, broke back above here. It came and tested this last down candle. All right, now price is pushing upwards. So if you're looking for buys now, you can look for buys now. You see again price breaking here. There's a reversal. There's a chotch. Price is taking out all this liquidity. It's going to test this high here. It's either this high because price tests. Yeah, so it'll be this high right here. Okay, and you're going to look for a pullback or a sell here. You're going to look for a potential buy right here, since this area here wasn't tested, and you can buy literally and have this high as a target. Or hold this until you target the highest, the high of on the 4 hour, which is right here. You can hold this and target this high, because that's where I see price coming on the 4 hour right there. So I hope I made myself a little clear on this. I just wanted to show you guys this analysis. You know, if you guys have any questions, do let me know. This is my analysis so far on this on Bitcoin, and I'm going to be waiting now, just like the rest of you guys, to look for these potential areas to buy. Also, guys, I wanted to show you guys here back on the daily time frame. As I mentioned, you know, notice how this low is currently being respected. Although, you know, a lot of people may think price may be selling off from here. Who knows, right? But as far as we know, price is still bullish at this time, unless price takes off and breaks off this this low here. Now, it makes a lot of sense for price to come down here and break this low based off of this liquidity that we see right below, hanging right down here. Okay, price could easily just come below here like this, take out all this liquidity, and probably aim for this order block that we see down here. It's either this order block or this order block right here. And then price could just extend from here. Once price touches this takes out this liquidity and touches the order block, then we can see potential signs of reversal. Price has the tendency to do that a lot. So it's good to sort of open up your eyes and see the options here, because, you know, until this price breaks, okay, we're still, you know, until this price, since this price is being respected, it still is a buy no matter what. We're still looking for buys here. But if price even breaks here and breaks this low and slightly breaks it with a wick or what have you, you know, still expect for price to reverse, because there wasn't a full break of structure happening below. If there was, then you'd look for potential reversals to have, you know, for the market to reverse, you know, which I highly doubt, because Bitcoin is a buyer's market, never a seller's market, as you can see here, ever since it started, you know, since price began. So I would highly suggest for you guys to look at this area here, which is the liquidity formed below by the banks and institutions. Once liquidity is taken out, then you can look for that potential reversal. Now, I advise you, once price is taken out here, with the liquidity is taken out, don't automatically just assume to buy here as soon as price hits out liquidity, because many times price will just, you know, go up, pump fake you, and then take you down like this, since order flow is still bearish here like this. Okay, so if price was doing this, or price is going down like this, right, and it comes down here, takes out the liquidity, and all of a sudden you're buying because, you know, RoyalBluFX said so, and then price comes up here, right, and then shoots off. That's on your account, obviously. That's your fault, because you don't buy right when liquidity takes out, right? You just need to wait patiently for this high right here. Actually, let's say this high was formed. Wait till the high is broken like this, because this area is bearish, and then wait for price to come back to an order block or to the demand level, because price now just did a change or a change of character, and then price would take off from here like this, shooting back up. Okay, so those are the safest entries to do when the change of character begins. Always be on the lookout for that, because, you know, a lot of times, you know, people just start taking buys based off of what they see, you know, and then take a buy, and then they, you know, screw up the trade, obviously, or lose. So just to recap on what I was mentioning, price can come down here, respect the low, and you're going to scale down the lower time frame, look for the change of character, to look for the buys, target this high. Or price can come down here, break below, and take out the liquidity below this low, and then you're going to wait for the change of character to happen here once price has done this. Okay, wait for the mitigation, and then take the buy. That's it. That's all there is to Bitcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, please throw a thumbs up, and thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.